Welcome to Pyrography Made Easy. I'm Brenda. In this episode, we will be heading out to the shop where Todd is going to explain how to build this hand sander that I use. I use a hand sander when prepping plywood to make sure I don't sand through the top layer. And I like this sander because it's comfortable and, more importantly, very easy to remove and apply sandpaper. So I get to be the camera person this time. So let's go to the shop and build something.
Well, hello and welcome to the shop. Today we're going to make a sander. This is a sander that I made for Brenda so that she can sand stuff down in her room and doesn't have to come in here where it's all dusty and noisy. It's a very simple affair. It's simply a random orbital disc head. I actually have a DeWalt, so that's the kind I use because it was a leftover. You put this onto a piece of wood with a little handle, and then you can buy these in packs at the store for whatever grit you want. You just put it on and you can change grits easily. It's a very simple, easy project. It doesn't cost a lot of money. The pad will cost you about $16. If you're like me, the rest of this stuff is scrap. I have scrap wood and a couple extra screws. You'll need 3 screws. A piece of plywood, I suggest using plywood for your 4-inch circle. Anything I use, this is a 2x4, just a piece of 2x4, cut down to just 4 inches. You'll need a 4-inch circle, a 4-inch handle, and then I just rounded it over to make it comfortable to grip, and that's it. So you're also going to need something to cut it with. Saw. I'm going to be using this guy right here. It's just a jigsaw. If you don't own one, maybe you know somebody who does own one, you could borrow it for a couple minutes or just have them cut it out for you. It's a very small job as things go. You can buy them at big box stores for not that much money. If you don't have one, it's always nice to have a little tools in your repertoire. Okay, here's the board. I'm going to do the first one with the compass. Put that on down. Sink that one in and just roll it around. And you get a nice circle. There. We'll go to the old fallback if you don't have that. You take one of those and a pencil with a point on it, which is always a good thing to have a pencil with a point on it. So now we just got to cut these bad boys out. Okay, now we've got our circle ready to go. Is it, really pretty? No, but it's just a tool. It isn't really going to matter that much. As long as this pretty much fits the base plate of your sanding disc head, that's all that really matters. So we're going to flip that over, take a pencil, and mark where the mounting holes are going to go. Okay, we've got it marked. So all we have to do is put the handle on. The handle is 2 pieces that are 4-inch long this way, the same diameter as your little piece of wood, and 1.5 inches this way, and it's just 3/4 inch wood. So this is just a pine board you buy down at Home Depot or Lowe's or something. It's basically called 1x2, 1x3, 1x4. Is it really 1 inch? No, it's 3/4, but that's the way it goes. You got to glue these together, and then we're going to glue this to that, and it's going to give us a handle, and then we'll round over things and get it all shaped up for us. So gluing it. Glue. You don't need a ton. You just need a little bit, just enough to bond. Do you need clamps? No, you really don't. Push it together. The glue is going to squeeze out. Turn it up like that, walk away for 20 minutes. When 20 minutes goes by, we'll glue it to here. Okay, 20 minutes has gone by. Now it's time to go ahead and glue this little guy onto this. We're just going to do this basically the same way. Got a little bit on here. Maybe just a little more. There we go. Push that down. And just push it into place. Just for a little bit. You don't have to hold it that long, really. And then that's it. Again, walk away for 20 minutes. If you want to put a little weight on there, you could always use your can. You know, instant clamping pressure, at least that much worth. That's enough. 20 minutes, we'll be back. Okay, it's all glued up, all set up. 20 minutes has gone by. And you could probably just leave it like this if you wanted to, but it's a little uncomfortable in the corners. They're very sharp, very pokey, so I don't like that. You might not do a whole bunch of sanding, but sometimes when I'm on this, it might be an hour worth of sanding. So I like it to be a little softer. So I'm going to use this little sander, and I'm just kind of going to roll it over and take the edges off and get it to be a little more comfortable on my hand. And I suggest you do the same thing to make it comfortable for you. So let's do that. Okay, it's ready for us to mount the pad. We've already marked our holes. Now, if you use plywood, you don't really have to drill pilot holes. Plywood won't split out on you, but if you're using just a solid board, like you were going to use a piece of pine board, then I would suggest that you do drill some pilot holes, because otherwise you take that chance of splitting your board. You really want to do that. To drill a pilot hole is very simple. You just a very small drill bit. Just give it a little start. You want the width of your bit to be a little less than the threads on your screw. That's all you're really looking for. So now we're ready for that. Pop this down. Line up your holes. There we go. Okay, voila. Put a piece of sandpaper on it. Well, there we go. That wraps her all up. Thanks for watching. I hope you get some use out of this. It's, again, really simple, really easy, pretty inexpensive. Have a good day, and thanks for watching.
Well, I hope you liked the episode and found the information easy to understand. On my website, Pyrography Made Easy, I have a blog that provides the written instructions and the parts list for the sander. Thank you for watching, and see you next week.